I'm doing well, thank you. So let's start with the introduction in a nutshell. Please introduce yourself.
Sure. So, my name is Chandan Lahiri, and I live in Bihar state. And if I discuss my hobbies, so I like to talk to new people and traveling different places. This is my hobby. Yeah, that's all.
Great, great. So now it's my
Mhm.
turn. So as you know, my name is Nootan and I'm from Mathura. I'm a homemaker and I have a YouTube channel. And if I tell you about my qualifications, then I'm graduate from commerce and I'm blessed with two kids. So this is all about me. Thank you.
Okay. Uh, okay. Let me ask you some question
Mm-hmm.
related life. Okay. Like
Yes, yes.
many of time we are having self into a very bad situation, and that time we are unable to consider right way. So, what is your opinion? After stucking into bad situation, which way we should consider, and how we take any action towards any matter?
See, first of all, it depends which kind of situation you are in at that moment. And we must know how to tackle with the situations, how to tackle with the toxic people. Really important at, in today's scenario. Yes, we come across many times people are not behaving in our way. They are kind of somewhere they are dominating, somewhere they are really aggressive, and they have some kind of rift, conflict in their mind towards us. And sometimes they just don't want to tolerate us. We are not getting along with them. So to me, it's not about the people. It's about their mentality, what they think, how they behave, specifically what they think. Because what we think, it's I think it's the first step, first facet, and the secondary thing is how we behave. So it comes from inside. Okay, so as you told about and as you asked about the situation, so yes, we must know how to deal with such people and how to say just two words and ignore them in today's scenario. Because in today's scenario, we are not getting the people. I'm not telling about other people. Sometimes we also do the same. We are not bearing them. We are not forgetting their mistakes. We are not forgiving them. So somewhere it's in our mind. We have set some kind of narratives about that particular person or a family member, a friend, anyone. It could be anyone. So it depends, and it varies person to person. But try to sort out the problem with a like broad-minded, broad thought. Like you should not have a kind of personality who is narrow-minded. So try to think a broad wide area of that particular situation and the person, like
Mhm.
why he's behaving like this way, she's behaving like this way, and I haven't done anything wrong even though he's behaving. So maybe it's their choice, their behavior, these kind of things. That is how we can make our mind and put our mind in a right place, just by coaxing our mind, persuading our mind, right? Because all the time we cannot blame the people and the situation. Somewhere we are also at fault. So I think it is we need to take care of this. How can we deal with the people with the politeness, even though they are not persuading, they are not convincing, they behave in a wrong manner, and they are kind of aggressive and stubborn, anything. So we should try to make our mind like I am this, I am right, but not all the time showcasing that I am superior. And we should not always full of vanity or proud, like okay, the other person is like junior than me, inferior, he's quite inferior. This kind of notion we should not put in our mind. But we are like human beings, sometimes we do so. But the thing is, at the end of the day, we have to lead our life in a very peacefulness and kind of tranquility we should have once we are leading our life, whether the situations are in our favor or not in our favor. So the thing is, we should try to coax ourselves, cajole ourselves.
Yes, you are right, ma'am. patiently we have to deal with such a situation. Many of time we need to consider where we have done something, mistakes,
Mm-hmm.
because it doesn't mean like ever we are right, right into
Yeah.
everything. So we need to consider the aspect from both of sides.
Yeah.
By aspect, we have to consider both of sides, and after that we need to judge, passing
But
any
this,
judgment as
yeah,
well.
but sorry to interrupt you, but like at the same time, people start judging, criticizing, just by observing ourselves. Like somebody is observing me, noticing me, my behavior. So at first sight, they are going to judge me, criticize me, and make me feel down and trying to condescend me. These people do these kind of things. Some people do. They have the kind of notions. We can't do
Yeah,
with such people. We can't help.
you are right, man. Because of having aggressive manner, many of the
Yeah.
people have aggressive manner to react in sudden. They do
Mm-hmm.
not consider before reacting towards any person. Maybe he might have done any mistake from their side.
Mm-hmm.
So it's very difficult to pass judgment about any person before
Yeah. Right.
analyzing.
Yeah. Exactly. Exactly. Even though
Yeah, you're
people
right.
are doing so
Yeah, you're right,
in
man.
today's scenario.
Because if
Yeah.
I discuss about my opinion, so whenever I stuck any a very unpredictable situation where the people are willing to fight with me, that time I once more I consider myself really I have done something bad,
Mm-hmm.
that the people are quite furious at me. So need to
Mm-hmm.
analyze my fault first and take passing then my judgment about others.
Yeah. Exactly.
It's very convenient to deal with any situation.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Okay. So I have another questions like many time after having like a sudden happiness, we become quite excitement,
Mm-hmm.
overwhelmed.
Yeah.
So is it really right manner of react this way, or we should consider more about this matter? What is your opinion?
I think it's in our nature. It's a human nature that when we feel like things are going in our way and people are behaving in our way, they are saying things in our way, they are leading their life accordingly and according to me, and they respect me, and they somewhere admire me. So yes, due to that kind of feeling, we feel like really like satisfying and contented ki, okay, I am being praised, I am being loved. So I think there's no harm. There's no harm thinking so. Like if we are feeling really ecstatic, happy, there's no harm. But out of turn, we should not speak. Once you are not uh, being told that you have to speak and you have to, give your disposition, your like kind of things, like whatever you are thinking, your ideas you are sharing. If you are not told to, so you should not get into that without asking and deliberately if you are doing so. That sounds somewhere weird. So once you are asked about your disposition, then say the things. Okay, each and every person has their own like pronouncements. So but yeah, as you told, and I agree with that totally, that there is no harm if we are brimmed with such people and such situation where we feel like I'm really excited, I'm like really elated. So yeah, there is no harm thinking so and becoming really happy and jubilant. There's no harm, because somewhere when we do the things, whether it's negative or positive, so it will escalate, it will multifold. So instead thinking bad, think good, and it will definitely going to escalate it, going to be multifolded. So it's really nice. But yeah, on the other hand, we try to help people, respect them. This should not be happening that one side we are really happy, really elated, excited, and the other person is somewhere is suffering from our thoughts, ideas, and behavior. We should try to not get indulged in such kind of situation, and for that we need to you know, just think good and behave in a right manner.
Yeah, you're right, ma'am. And some of time we need to control self, act. I mean, react towards anything. Whether we are stuck in bad situation, I even we are having pain temporary in life or happiness. The both of
Hmm.
conditions we have to be equal. It's very
Yeah,
imperative to not to be react towards anything. It's
yeah,
really maintain
exactly.
you because we are human. Like we always optimize situationally. So some of time if we exaggerate a lot self happiness into the particular situation, that time we do not aware about like how badly situation come very soon in life and they
Hmm.
devastated entirely our happiness. So we need to
Yeah,
know how to control self into every situation. So do not
exactly.
too much react into the happy situation or not in
Hmm.
bad situation. Self
Yes,
maintain
yes,
your feeling and
exactly.
emotions.
Yeah, exactly. Agree.
Thank you, ma'am. Okay, ma'am.
Okay,
So
yeah. Hmm.
yes.
Yeah, I was thinking that there are many people like I would say like co-learners. They are not really happy and satisfied with their level. So what do you think? What's your take
Okay.
on?
Actually, ma'am, satisfaction is much imperative more than anything, especially for learner life. Because if you do not have satisfaction, that is mean you are lose your interest very early.
Hmm.
Okay. Because you have to maintain distance very far of this language. We are going to learn second language. It is not very easy to level up, approach every piece of this language. Because many of situation we are not unable to fill through our sentence. So we have
Hmm.
to reach each and every corner of this language. We need to know how to fill the situations of this language through this language. So having satisfaction is some vital role in your human life, I would say, in a learner life.
Yes,
They have to
exactly.
maintain their, I mean, satisfaction along with keep continue their journey as well in order to achieve their goal.
Yeah, exactly. And somewhere it is due to the comparison that we start comparing ourselves to others, that we are insignificant and they are doing great in their lives. They are performing really great, and somewhere I am lacking. So that is how somewhere we are degrading ourselves by doing the comparison, and due to that, it leads to dissatisfaction, and sometimes we are not contented. So
Yeah, you're
somewhere
right.
it's a kind of lacking that we start comparing ourselves to others. It's not about just I'm telling you about English language. In any terms, you can just see and look upon that. Yes, in today's scenario, people start comparing. Somebody has bought a car, and somebody has purchased a luxurious bungalow house. So we are like, okay, how can they get? And we are not getting. We don't have enough money. They are earning more than us, like with this, and that leads to that kind of dissatisfaction, and we cry for a moon sometimes, like they are getting this thing in their lives, they are leading the such a leisure life, luxurious life. So somewhere it's just because of this notion of comparison.
According to me, ma'am, if you start comparing yourself, that is mean you do not believe in yourself, and you start
Hmm.
doubting over your self ability, and that is
Yeah,
very destructive for your a long period of time. Because every single day, yeah, even time, you would be doubting yourself, and due to that reason, you lose your entire confidence level as well. Because every
exactly.
taking action behind unexpected fear inside of you, really, I'm going well into the right direction or not, because of having doubt self. So it's
Yeah.
better to what you achieve for less period of time to believe over and try to
Yes.
do tremendous work upon and keep continue. And that's a
Yeah.
better way of approaching to your destiny, according to me.
Yeah, I do agree with this. Okay, so anything you have to ask?
Uh, Yes, sure. Uh, how to we maintain our happiness very long period of time to be have self alone, because many of time people want people to make self happy, having the presence people into their life. So but what about having self alone? How do you maintain your happiness?
I can say somewhere it is connected with the satisfaction. Once you are satisfied enough, you are contented enough, you are having the kind of complacent, then you are a happy person. And you have everything, like you have your favorite people with yourself, favorite food, you are at your favorite place. Even though something is lacking and you are not really satisfied internally, this means you are not happy. You are thinking that this I'm going any, hypothetically I'm saying, like somebody is thinking of getting a job, okay, and for getting that job, acquiring that job, you are doing so many like hard work. It's really nice, you're doing hard work, but at the same moment you need to retain that kind of satisfaction. Don't think that when I get the job then I will be having happiness and ecstatic. No, always try to retain your continuity, and with that the kind of satisfaction that I am satisfied, I'm not getting the result, it's okay. Someday definitely I'll get the result, I'll acquire that job. And the that between time, during that time you need to retain your satisfaction, you need to satisfied with the moments, with the situations. If you are not getting the result, like you have set a goal for 6 months that after 6 months I'm going to get this job, I will be having this job, and anyhow you are not getting that job, so you feel like demotivated, hopeless, and somewhere you are not happy. So retain that kind of satisfaction, like sooner or later I'm going to get that job, but yes, I need to retain that consistency with the satisfaction, like I'm satisfied with the people and the efforts I'm putting in, I'm satisfied with that. That's how you can retain that kind of happiness.
Yeah, you're right, ma'am. And I want to add some my opinion as well into this. Like, stop putting expectation over anything, because whenever you start expecting from anything, that is mean you always get demotivation and hurt from them, because
Mm,
there is no things are not going accordingly you, things
yeah,
is
right.
going according to time. So if you have the better patience level, then you just going through. Otherwise,
Yeah,
just break your expectation and try to be a good companion of yourself. It's
exactly.
better more than having yourself into crowd.
Yeah, right.
Then you would be the happiest person in this world, and
Yes,
you
yeah.
would be the enough to make the reasons to maintain your happiness by yourself.
Mm, exactly.
Yes, ma'am. So this is
Okay.
my opinion.
Really nice, really amazing, I must say. Okay, let's wind up this session. And thank you. It was really, really enthralling conversation and discussion with you. Thank you.
Same here, ma'am.